You were born disciplined. And let me explain, right? Because you might think, well, I'm not disciplined in my life. I can't stick to my word. I can't go to the gym consistently. I can't say I'm going to quit something and I quit it. I can't stick to a diet. And that's the problem right there. You're saying you can't do something. So let me introduce you to the topic of the power of self-image, because you must understand that your words are so powerful. I know some people say, oh, your words aren't powerful, but ultimately, your words, what comes out of your mouth, ultimately describes your self image. So if you're constantly a person that says, I can't, I can't, I can't, why? Why is that? Have you ever asked yourself why? Why is that? Why is it that when you see a pretty girl, you can't approach her? You say, I can't do that. Why is it that you can't open up your camera and you say, I can't get on camera? Why is it that you can't stick to your diet and you say, I can't stick to my diet? Because your self image of yourself is that of a person who can't do something. But the moment you begin to look at yourself as someone who is disciplined, someone who is consistent, you start to say I can. Now your mind has just adopted the idea that you are a disciplined person. Now your mind has adopted the idea that you are consistent, that you can do things, that you are able to learn anything. And the moment that you adopt that idea, that will change your reality. Understand this. Some of the greatest people, and I've studied this for a while now, I've studied this for a long time. Some of the greatest people, some of them you may know, some of them you may not. And if you don't, you could look into them. These are some great speakers. These are some great motivational people. So, for example, Floyd Mayweather. Who doesn't know Floyd Mayweather, right? How did he use self image to become the man he is today? If you watch his old videos of him training, he is exercising the power of self image. Why? He says, I'm a one man army. The world can go against me. I'm going to still come out on top. No one can beat me. No one can beat me. No one can beat me. Right? And when he says that, you have to understand the psychology behind it, because this is how the mind works. The potential is already within you. But when you speak things like, I can't stick to my diet, I can't do this, I can't do that, your mind starts to believe it. And if you don't believe in the power of the subconscious mind, you must understand your subconscious mind is always listening to you. Your subconscious mind is always listening to your conscious thoughts. And since your subconscious mind is always listening, any thought that you have, any thought of yourself that is not conducive to the man that you want to be, you have to let it go. So if you want to start a YouTube channel and you say, I can't do that, you must immediately cast out that thought and replace it with the thought, I can do that. See, when I was trying to learn the muscle up, I told myself in the video, I'm sure you've seen the short, I I can't do it right now. And I said, wait, no, I can do it. I just need to learn it. See, the moment I had that thought, I casted it out. And guess what? I can do the muscle up now. Because I know my subconscious mind is always picking up on these things. And so when I say something like I can't do the muscle up right now, that's not true. That's not true, and I'm not going to say that, because then my subconscious mind will believe it, and then my results will be that of a person who can't do something. But when I tell myself I can do this, I just haven't learned it yet, my results will show that. I learned the muscle up. Why? Because I understand I just have to learn the technique. I just have to learn what skills, what techniques, what workouts I need to do in order for my results to catch up to my words. And when you use the power of self-image to unlock the potential within you, it's like this. The light bulb, the ability to make a light bulb and this light right in front of me, it was always there. Us as humans, we could always have done this. The airplanes, the cars, we could have always made these things. The potential was there. We just didn't know how. So it's the same thing with you being disciplined. It's already within you, your self-image, and Bob Proctor put it in a way to where it's very, very simple, very simplified. So he says the mind works like this, right? And I can fully attest to this. I agree with him 100%. But he just put it in a way that's very simple to understand. So the mind works like this, right? First, you have the conscious mind. And the moment that you have a thought, that conscious thought goes into the subconscious mind. And the moment your subconscious mind adopts that thought, now your results will show that. For example, if me or you, we say, I am a disciplined person, I am a disciplined person. If you continue to tell yourself that long enough and you start to believe it and you commit to actually sticking to your word, now your thought becomes your action. Now you begin to act on that thought and you will remain and continue to be a disciplined person because you've been telling yourself, I'm a disciplined person. I'm a disciplined person. At first, it might sound like a lie. At first, it might sound like, damn, I'm a liar. And sometimes you're going to fail, right? Not success. Progress is not linear. Progress can go in many ways. So if you tell yourself you're a disciplined person and then you break your word with yourself, that's the process you have to go through to truly become the highest version of yourself. Because every time you mess up, every time you fail on keeping your word to yourself, you have to sit there and feel that regret. You have to sit there and feel like a loser. You have to say, damn, I really broke my word with myself. And that regret will cause you to be better tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll say, I don't want to feel that again. I don't want to do that again. So let me act differently. So you must first change what's internal. A lot of people think they have to change what's external. For example, the easiest way to explain this is people who don't work out who think they need more gym equipment. People who don't work out who think they need to subscribe to a gym in order to be disciplined, in order to stick to a diet, in order to stick to any of these things, your self-image has not changed. Your self-image, your self-image is still that of a person who does not work out. Because if your self-image was that of a person who did work out, you would start doing push-ups because nothing would be able to stop you. Your self-image is already that of a person who works out. So, and really quick, guys, like the video. I wake up 6:30. First thing I do, brush my teeth, make my bed, and then I hop on here trying to provide value for you guys. So if you could please like the video, it really helps me out. So back to what I was saying. Let me take a drink real quick because my mouth is dry. So what I was saying, you're already disciplined. That power is already within you. You were born disciplined. Now, the thing is, do you see yourself as a disciplined person? And this is a quote from Wes Watson that I truly believe as well. He said, create the man you admire and give him to the world. And if you know Wes Watson and if you see his results, he went from nothing and he curated a life based on just that thought, right? That's where the book Think and Grow Rich talks about. You have a thought, you take action on that thought, you feel it, you visualize it, and eventually that thought will become your reality. So if you want to change your life in any way, you have to begin to see it clearly, see your vision very, very clearly. And that is why New Year's resolutions, most people don't stick to them. And that can be a whole video in itself, but most people don't stick to their New Year's resolutions. Why? Because their self-image has not changed. Their why is not strong enough. Because 2 months in, right? if you started something on New Year's, just like everyone else, it might work for you. Who knows? But for most people, the reason they quit is because 2 months in, when they ask themselves why, and why is the most important thing, your self image and your why are the most important things in order to carry out a goal. Your why is the most important thing. So when they ask themselves, why am I doing this? Oh, because it was number one on the calendar and it was January. That's not a strong why. See, the moment that you truly feel an emotional connection to your why, the moment something pisses you off, the moment something really saddens you, the moment you feel any type of anger, any type of emotion to your why, and it's tied into that, you're going to stick to it. See, I used to be on those sites. I used to pop pills every single day until my why changed, until I got angry about that. I got angry about the fact that I was letting myself down. I got angry about the fact that I wasn't truly tapping into my full potential. And that is the moment I stuck to my word. And it's been well over 1,000 days. How did I do it? Because my why and my self image changed. My why, I connected it to something that pissed me off. I never wanted to experience that again. I never wanted to experience that regret and that feeling of anger because I was letting myself down. So that why to this day still sticks to me. And I don't do those things anymore because the thought of me doing that pisses me off. Why would you do that to yourself? Because my self image has changed. So now my reality is different. Because my self image now is that of a man who doesn't give in to his weakness, that of a man who doesn't give in to instant gratification, that of a man who is disciplined, who is consistent, who is on the path to becoming the best version of himself. So if that's my self image, I'm not going to deviate from that. Every single day I wake up, my results are going to show that I am a man on that path because my self image is that of a man who is disciplined and who is consistent. So that's the video for today, guys. The message for today is understand your self image is powerful. So really, really try to make a conscious effort to think about your words, your thoughts. What have you been telling yourself that is keeping you away from your true potential? What are your goals, and have you been telling yourself? And you might not even speak this out loud. This might be a thought in your head that you're not telling anyone. But best believe your subconscious mind is listening. Because if you're thinking it, it's being downloaded into your brain. So consciously make an effort to figure out what have you been telling yourself that is limiting your beliefs. See, I'm going to give you guys a quick example and I'm going to leave you with that. One time, my coworker, right? I had told her, we were talking about cars or whatever, and I told her something about a Rolls Royce. And what did she say? Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. See, that in itself is a limiting belief. That person will never achieve the level of driving a Rolls Royce. Why? Because their self-image is that of a person who is not worth driving a Rolls Royce. Because they make Rolls Royces for a reason, right? For people to drive them. But if your self-image says be fucking for real, that means your self-image is tied to a low worth version of yourself. That's basically saying I'm not worth it. I'm not worth that. Be fucking for real. See, that's the power of self-image. All right, guys, like the video. It really helps me out, really helps me push my content out and help somebody who is probably struggling with this. Leave your comments down below. I really want to read your comments. I really want to respond, start a discussion, whatever it is, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.